Well, Hawaii is the top of volcanoes sticking out of the Pacific Ocean. And so everything is influenced by elevation, by terrain. And it obviously cools 3 to 5 degrees for every 1,000 feet you rise up into the atmosphere. So it can be 90 degrees in Lahaina on Maui. And on the summit of Haleakala, at the top of this volcano, it can be snowing and in the 20s. And all of that is driven by elevation and the natural drop-off in temperature with altitude. That's one big factor influencing hyperlocal weather in Hawaii. Hawaii is surrounded by warm water, so of course that has a moderating influence, a warming influence on the climate overall. A lot of factors come into play. Of course, Hawaii sees frontal passages, especially during the winter, cold fronts where everybody gets wet. But more times than not, the trade winds, these persistent east to northeast winds in the lowest few thousand feet of the atmosphere, the trade winds dominate the weather. And when these wet winds encounter the tops of these volcanoes in Hawaii, the air rises. That has a cooling effect. So the windward side gets all the cloud cover, most of the rain. The leeward side, as the air descends down the lee of these volcanoes, it warms up, it dries out. And so it can be in the 90s on one side of the island, it can be in the 60s with heavy rain on the windward side, the eastern side of the island. So location is everything, and micrometeorology is a big deal in Hawaii, just like it is in places like San Francisco and Seattle. You drive half a mile, it can make the difference of 20 degrees. Hawaii has some of the wettest spots on Earth. Some spots that get over 500 inches of rain every single year, consistently. It also has desert conditions with cactus growing 10, 15, 20 miles away. So you can get these radical changes. I mean, Hawaii really does have something for everyone. It has one of the best climates in the United States, one of the nicest climates on Earth. But it can see severe flooding. It can see mudslides. You can get flash floods. You can get tsunamis. Even in paradise, you can get your fair share of trouble.